Hello everyone, welcome again to English Wow. My name is Nishad. How can you become a fluent speaker in English? How can you become an excellent speaker in English? This is a question always being asked. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 important steps, 5 important ways to become fluent in English. These steps are very crucial. If you are ready to follow these steps very well, I guarantee you that you're going to be a fluent speaker in English. My first point is this. This is the first and foremost thing. If you want to become a fluent speaker in English, you have to be self-motivated. You have to stay motivated. Why I emphasize this point? It is because without being motivated, you cannot become a fluent speaker. To understand one language, to learn one language, to speak one language, it takes time. We cannot speak one language all of a sudden. That is why I emphasize this point. We should be motivated. What happens to most of the people? They are highly motivated at the beginning. They wish to become good speakers in English, but as they move forward, the level of their interest, their passion for language, that come down. And that is the area where they give up. That shouldn't be your state. You have to be motivated all the time whenever you try to practice, whenever you try to learn language. You understand what I'm saying? So this is very important. Stay motivated all the time. You need to keep that thought in your mind that I want to become a fluent speaker in English. Okay? So once again, you have to be motivated all the time. Whenever you practice, you have to be motivated. Motivation is the factor that keeps us alive throughout this journey. Okay? So be motivated, self-motivated, and never give up. Okay? Now, my second point is make mistakes. Make mistakes. Whenever we try to learn new things, we will make mistakes. And this is very much true about language learning as well. Okay? So you are going to learn a new language. You are going to speak and you are going to practice a new language. So definitely there will be mistakes. You have to admit this fact that I am going to make mistakes. By making mistakes, you are going to learn many things. Okay? So never worry about making mistakes. It's a common thing. Mistakes are common when you try to speak one language. Nobody can speak one language with complete perfection. Perfection simply does not exist. So just understand this thing that there will be mistakes and never worry about mistakes. Okay? You will not be making mistakes every time. Of course, as you go ahead, during this journey, as you go ahead, you can find your mistakes and you can rectify your mistakes. Okay? But without making mistakes, you cannot continue this journey. So admit this thing that there will be mistake and you are going to make mistakes. Okay? Many people, they simply give up their language learning process. It is because they fear about mistakes. They always think about others. What would others think if I speak something in English? That is the thing that make them trouble and they simply give up their journey. Never ever think like that. Okay? Mistakes are common. You will be making mistakes. Don't worry about mistakes. Whatever comes to your mind, you just speak it. Keep on speaking whatever comes to your mind. Okay? So that is the way to become fluent in English. Nothing will happen when you make a mistake. Okay? So continue your journey. Continue your journey with confidence. The very first point I said, stay motivated, and the second one is make mistakes. Mistakes are common. Now, my third point is practice. It involves other 3 points. Okay? So practice. When I speak about practice, the very first thing is listening. Listening. You can listen to English conversations. You can listen to English speeches. You can listen to English podcast. You can listen to anything, right? In English. So when you start to listen, you cannot understand everything, but you can understand something. Okay? So the more you listen, the better you become. So this has to become a habit of you listening to English. Listening to English carefully. You have to be very careful. When you listen to English, you have to think about it. You have to imagine what you are listening to. If you are listening to an English conversation, you just think about the ideas they are speaking. You can just imagine the sort of thing, what's going on and what's happening if they are talking about people or if they are talking about any sort of thing. You just try to shape those things in your mind. That is the way to become a good listener. So be a good listener. Listen carefully. Be a keen listener. Listening is the food for speaking. Now, my fourth point is speaking. Speaking. After listening, it is speaking. Another question is there. How can you speak? I told you to listen to English. Okay? So you can speak whatever you listen to. You may be listening to English conversation or you may be listening to English speeches. So I just simply tell you one idea. When you listen to English conversation, just imagine two people are speaking. Okay? So you just take that piece of conversation and you just play it. When it plays, just pause it. For example, if two people are speaking, will you come tomorrow? Just pause it. Then you speak exactly like that. Okay? Will you come tomorrow? Pause it. Will you come tomorrow? Then play it again. Yes, I will come tomorrow. Pause it. You speak exactly like that. Pause it. Speak exactly like that. Follow the rhythm, follow their pronunciation and everything as it is. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a good method, a beautiful method to become fluent in English. Just speak with that. Pause it, speak. Pause it, speak. Just continue that way of practice. You understand? Pause, speak, pause, speak. And again, after the completion of this practice, I told you to play that and pause, speak, just like that. After the completion of that practice, what you want to do, you just play it on completely. Okay, you don't want to make any pause. You just play it. And when it is played, you can speak with that. You just speak with it. And when you speak, your voice must be audible. Alright, so you can practice this and it is very, very effective. Personally, I do that. You understand what I'm saying? So just speak with that speech that is being played. So this is one of the effective method. That is why I repeatedly reminding you this. Now the final step is record your voice. Okay, you started listening and after that you started speaking, practicing. Finally, when you speak, you have to record your speaking. And why should we record it? You have to record your voice. Whatever you speak, you just record it. Because when you record and when you play and listen to your own voice, you can understand how you speak. You can have a self-assessment. So you can find it out the areas you want much more improvement and your pronunciation, your accent, your voice. Sometimes it may be very difficult for you to listen to your own voice. For many people, this is a kind of embarrassment. Like when you listen to your voice, you don't feel that much good. All right. So you listen, then you speak, then you record it. Okay, record and play it. So you can easily find it out the areas you need much improvement. All right. I recap the points. The very first one, that is be motivated, self-motivated. Next one is making mistakes. Practice. The first point is listen to English. Next thing is speak with that, speak with the audio. And the next final stage is record it. Okay, then understand yourself. So these are the 5 crucial steps to become a fluent speaker in English. And I want to tell you that you have to be consistent, you have to be regular, you have to be motivated. Do it for 1 month or 2 months and you will feel the difference. You can become an outstanding speaker. All right, that's all. We have online spoken English courses in all levels. If you wish to become a fluent speaker in English by continuous, consistent practice with your personal trainer, join our course. If you are interested, the number is here. Contact us. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.